Jasmine and Dover every Thursday morning. And somebody did text. They're like, y'all already did therapy this morning for the dads.
Did, yeah.
But it's true. We do kind of take a move for moms all the time, and dads getting some love to move things out of the way, to give them some hope, some inspiration that they being seen, and some evidence that they being seen, I should say.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. So we did have a few messages that came in this morning for Therapy Thursday questions, so we wanted to try and make sure we knock those out. And I have one out of the 941 that said, I got a really jealous wife who is tight with anybody who talks to me too long.
Oh.
Is there any advice on how I can calm this down? I'd love to hear it on Therapy Thursday.
I don't think that's on you. I think it's on her to learn how to be mature and handle her own emotions. I mean,
it could be on him too. But just as a suggestion,
yeah.
Maybe because people get jealous when they aren't sure. Mm-hmm. Like they act out when they don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe she, is acting out because she's not aware of how you feel about her.
Yeah.
True. If she's like, yo, he love me. I don't care what heifer he talking to. He love me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if she's sure, like you sure Anthony know he didn't outpunted his coverage.
That's right.
He ain't going nowhere.
And you know
what I'm saying? He's sure.
Yeah, and I tell him that I love him all the time, all that stuff. It feels good.
That's why he ain't got to act up.
Right.
You come out here on the show saying all this crazy stuff. And people are like, how did she get away with that? Because he knows.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. When she don't know, you end up getting divorced after 4 years.
So you're saying just reassurance, but also you have to own the fact that you have a jealousy issue.
You do. And that's in your therapy. That's much more than we can afford.
Yeah.
But I think just, reiterate the fact that, hey, baby, listen, I know you jealous because you questioning it. So, hey, it's you, boo.
Yes, definitely.
You, boo.
Give her that security.
Out of the 727, this just came in right now. My friend started dating a new guy, and this new guy has flirted with me in the past and sent me flirty DMs. Do I tell her or keep it to myself?
I think if nothing happened and they're just DMs of him trying to flirt with you, I don't think you say anything. Yeah. Because then you're going to start something that necessarily don't mean anything. Like he was trying to flirt with you and it didn't work out. If you wanted him, you would have taken the flirting and you would have flirted back.
That's true because that's what social media is about now. It's just throwing spaghetti against the wall thing to see what sticks. So you're going to meet some people. I've been introduced to people that I knew on social media and it didn't pop off. Mm-hmm. And you walk up and you're like, hey man, this is my girl, we get married. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't have an exchange with that person. Uh-huh. But it didn't happen because social media, you talk to 500 people a month. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to bump across somebody you done seen, you ain't touched, you ain't gone out.
That wouldn't bother me.
That shouldn't negate people from somebody.
Yeah, don't start a problem with something that has no significance.
Well, you're saying don't say something, and you're saying say something?
No. I'm saying just like he said, don't say something because it doesn't mean anything. Like social media is it dumbs it down, but it's almost the equivalent of shaking hands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You meet somebody online and you like their picture, they like yours, y'all talk for a little bit, and then it falls away. Uh-huh. And then you walk up and they marrying your brother. You can't be like, hey man, that was my girl. Like what did you call it? Dibs?
Yeah.
Like I went out with her and created a relationship. Y'all liked a couple pictures. Mm-hmm. Move on. There was nothing there.
Yeah, and saying something kind of just gives the effect that like you kind of like him.
Or there are more emotions there?
Yeah, and unless you want to ruin your friendship, I wouldn't say it.
It ain't worth it. Okay. And this says out of the 941, how do you politely tell your partner? Okay. How do you politely tell your partner their pH is off?
Oh my gosh.
Without ruining sexy time.
Oh, that's a tough one, bro. There could be a medical issue there. There could be a bunch of things.
You need some medicine.
Cleanliness. I don't know. If something is like kind of off, I'm not sleeping with that person.
How do you, but without ruining sexy time though? That's the other part of it. Not just the pH. How do you do it without ruining what you get?
Listen, if you say anything about their pH balance at all, it's ruined.
She probably knows. Period. By the way.
Yeah. So I think in this situation,
ignore it and just have fun.
No. But
have you ever stuffed your nostrils?
No. I think in this situation, you kind of make suggestions like, "Hey, baby, you know what? This time I want to do it in the bathroom." Or I want to do it in the shower. Or, you know what,
Why
baby?
we keep doing it in the shower? Because you stink.
Yeah,
Oh, my gosh.
baby, I'm sorry, but
Is that new perfume you were wearing, honey?
yeah, no matter what you say about pH balance, it's going to ruin this situation.
But by the way, sometimes it could just be something simple like a diet, or she's maybe been drinking or something like that. The pH balance can be thrown off quite frequently from doing nothing special.
You know what?
Swimming sometimes.
You said partner, so y'all ain't like locked in. You didn't say wife or husband.
Right.
So you can always trade her.
Trade?
I mean, listen.
Trade her?
Like,
you can always trade her. I mean,
for a better model.
Oh my God.
if you got a car that's like pop, pop, pop every time you start it, you might want to go get another one.
Yeah, I would suggest not doing this right before sexy time. If you're going to do this in a time like you guys go out to lunch and you have an honest conversation. But just know that you ain't getting that sexy time.
Baby,
after.
why are you keep ordering cranberry juice at the table and bring home like jugs of cranberry juice?
I mean, if it's a health issue though, and you care about them, you can try and get them like that.
I don't think if you care about the person, bringing something up in the nicest way would be okay.
Can I ask a hard question that really I shouldn't ask, but I'm gonna ask it because we're stupid. Is that something that can be fixed?
Yeah.
And how hard is it to fix it?
It depends on what the issue is. I mean, it could be it could be something very simple that could be fixed with one pill by going to the doctor. Again, drinking cranberry juice. It could be something that she's eating in her diet and her body's not taking it well. It could be something very simple. That's why I'm saying just bringing it up. And she probably knows, by the way, and she's embarrassed and she's trying to fix it without saying
maybe not though,
something.
because I was always taught that people who stink don't smell, they stink because they're used to it.
Really?
Yeah. If you walk around frowsy, so you know you get hit with it, you're like, whew, and they're like, what you trying to say? You're like, I'm trying to say I smell you.
Oh my
But if you maybe lie and say, you know what, my sister or aunt or whoever you got, my sister went to the doctor and they said her like pH was off. Have you ever got that checked?
Mm-hmm.
You maybe next, like let's get you because I don't want you to have the problems that she had,
Mm-hmm.
and then blame your sister and say, hey, like let's I'm gonna get mine checked too, baby.
Well, she probably might be embarrassed for a second, but she doesn't want you to feel that way about her. So she probably would want to know in the nicest way possible.
Okay.
Don't ignore it because something could be wrong.
Yeah, you got to have that embarrassing conversation with her before she gets embarrassed by somebody else.
All right, let's see. We'll grab one more.
One more?
Yeah.
Out of the 813, I've been working at my job for more than 5 years, and it is my dream job, but I see my friends making more money doing other things. I'm getting ready to quit, but should I?
Wow.
If it's your dream
If
job,
it's your dream job, I mean, you could have a side job. If it's your dream job and you're not making enough and you've worked there for 5 years, why don't you go to your boss and say, hey, I love this job. It's fulfilling me in many ways except financially, and ask for a raise.
I mean, yeah, you could do that, but you can also realize that a lot of people out here are doing a job they don't love.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Finding a job you love is much. The old adage is the way, what do they say? If you find a job you love, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
So that's important because quality of life is something people are all talking about now. So if you found your dream job, my dream job was to be a DJ. You just talked about that a couple weeks ago. Your dream was to be here. So walking into this building,
right,
I made less money than I made before I came to this building. And so, but I waited until that corrected itself because I wanted to try and stick it out. So if you have a dream job that you're doing, you're winning.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just got to wait for the money to catch up with that. And if you got to supplement it with driving some little Uber or dropping off some Uber Eats or doing a little side hustle or bartending on the weekends, do what you got to do until your dream catches up with the rest of your process.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw a quote. It says a lot of people burn out trying to look successful than actually being successful. So if it doesn't look successful, that doesn't mean you're not successful. If it's really your dream job and you enjoy doing it,
That's success.
that is success.
And go ask for a raise. Sit down, close the door, and have a one-on-one with your boss for a second. Let him know how much you care and love your job, but also you need to be financially taken care of.
Yeah, you can ask. Probably ain't going to happen.
Well, you don't know.
But you can ask. That's that privilege, Meredith.
What privilege?
Some of us that are in here that's like, listen, keep your mouth shut. Be happy. But Meredith is like, let's close the door. Let's have a conversation.
talk
I'm
about
like, yeah,
it.
you get away with that.
Yeah. Money doesn't mean success all the time. Sometimes your peace means success.
And Meredith's still like, hey, but close that door.
Yeah, can you close that for me, baby? We need to talk.
I'd like to talk to you, boss man. Come on in here. I got a list. All right, man. Listen, Therapy Thursday rocking with Demesman and Dover. We try and get you a little bit of help with Meredith MD, with Rich, the emotional support animal, and of course, OrlandoBGYN. We up.
Orlando and the Freak Show. While Spotify wants a couple more dollars